Hello and welcome to another edition of Robin's Fanatics TV with me, AJ, and today I'm doing a post-match vlog from today's pitching in Isthmian League Premier Division fixture between Carshalton Athletic and Chichester City. Yeah, we've played them away already this season, and we came through as 3-1 winners with Steve Godey and Thomas Stagg being the goal scorers for the Robins on that day. I missed that game sadly, so I didn't get to see Chichester City's new ground, which would have been a new ground for me. But yeah, back to the action. The last result for the Robins was obviously that 1-0 defeat at Dulwich Hamlet, which ended an 11-match unbeaten streak. And Chichester City FC won 1-0 at home to Hendon. For some reason, they didn't have a game on Boxing Day, but yeah, that was their last result. And they've had a good start to the season, considering they came up from the Isthmian South East last season. League positions, Carshalton were down in 7th, and Chichester City were down in 13th place. Carshalton had made quite a few changes to the team that lost at Dulwich on a couple of days ago. I didn't even know we had a squad that big to make that many changes, but it was 6 changes overall. Mackenzie came in for Jon Henry in goal. Oduka Chima, our new signing, came in for Sanchez Ming. Mason Saunders Henry for Dom Vose. Daniel Goth Braithwaite for Sharon Ifeni. Luke Cook straight in for David Smith. And Tommy Bradford, captain the side, was back in the squad after missing Boxing Day. He came in for Michael Dada. As for the game itself, well, it was the first half was a patchy midfield battle really. Both teams had spells, but wasn't really much excitement on it. Chances on goal were very few and far between. Although I do recall Mackenzie having a really good save to make in the first half. But on the 42nd minute, Chichester City took the lead. The Robins gave away a silly free kick just outside the box, and it all looked good. The wall looked solid. There was a wall there, and the keeper was in the right place. And so Rob Hutching took the free kick, and the wall split like the Red Sea, and the goalkeeper got a hand to it and was beaten. I think he was probably expecting his wall to be a bit more solid than that. But yeah, so that gave the visitors a 1-0 lead going into half time. And in the second half, Chichester, really stepped it up. I mean, I think I can recall Mackenzie Foley making at least 3 brilliant saves, especially early on in the second half. They came out and went for the second, and Carshalton was sort of pushed back and was sort of, a bit poor in defence. But they started well, and really, I probably could have been 3 or 4-0 up before we eventually got our equaliser, but we had to wait to the 83rd minute. But Fabio Camachi Saravia volleyed in. The ball came back out to him, and he volleyed in straight into the far post to bring the Robins level in the game. So we were probably a bit lucky to have that. I mean, Chichester will probably feel a bit gutted if that's how it finished, but they didn't have to wait long. 3 minutes later, 86th minute, an absolute howler from Mackenzie Foley. He came out for the ball, just a long pass. Jumped up for the ball. Ball went between his hands, and the sub Ethan Pritchard snuck him in the back and rolled the ball into an empty net to give the visitors a 2-1 lead, which they probably deserved. But Carshalton, tried to step it up, but damage was done. So yeah, it finished at Carshalton Athletic 1, Chichester City 2, to give Carshalton 2 defeats in a row, especially after going 11 unbeaten. And but really really disappointing day really. As for my thoughts on the game, well, I think to make 6 changes was brave. I mean, I didn't even realise we had the squad that size to make 6 changes, but that's what he did. So I think that probably unsettled the team somewhat. I don't think they were sort of quite ready for that many changes, and we just didn't look interested. I mean, I know I've said this up. Frimpong was out on the wide for a few times last season, looked good, but he was out wide today and was struggling, was getting beaten by the left back, left, right, and centre. We had a couple of soft attempts in the first half. The goalkeeper made a bit of a hash of one. Apparently the ball wobbled a bit in the air and he got two hands to it, but he can only parry it. But unfortunately, there was no Robins player quick enough to sneak in there for the rebounds, unlike their guy when Foley made the error. So it was a disappointment. I mean, it's hard to say because if it wasn't for Foley McKenzie, we could have quite easily been 3-4-0 down. I mean, they played that well. They played that well, and he had to make at least 2 or 3 good saves, especially early in the second half. The ball, the ball came over to him. I think Mason headed it, or sort of tried to missed it, and but we still thought we had enough space to just catch it. But he slipped through his hands. The keeper snuck round the back and fired into an empty net, which was really gutting for McKenzie because he'd had a really good game up to that point and was even being touted as being man of the match. You could probably still give it to him, but but it was a shame that his error, lost us the game. He really didn't deserve that, but yeah, it's just that Robins seemed to be. We had a good run. We're about 11 matches unbeaten, and then we went to Dulwich, and then didn't take part in it. And I thought today, will be a bit of a boost for confidence. Hopefully, get the 3 points at home and sort of just push on. But no, we're second best for everything. I mean, credit to Chichester City. I mean, they deserve the win at the end of the day. They probably wouldn't have wanted to get it that way, but they take it anyway. They got what they deserved all 3 points today. There's no taking away from that. I mean, Carshalton was second best in a lot of areas today, and there was some baffling tactics as well, and substitutions. I mean, for about nearly 10 minutes, we thought Mason was going to come off for I forget who it was, but he changed his mind. Tommy Bradford got hooked again. Admittedly, he had a quiet game, but still, he's a full guy. But then he made a change later. He brought on Sharon Effendi later, who's a winger. So we thought, oh, that's good. He's going to stretch him out, put him on the wing. But he kept Kwaku Frimpong out on the wing and played Sharon Effendi inside in central midfield. And I was like, no, if that would work better the other way around. I think eventually he did push Kwaku Frimpong into the centre midfield, but he wasn't having a lot of fun out on that wing. Luke Reed was coming in, putting most of the crosses in. As he Sanko, I think he gets a bit of unfair stick from some of the crowds. I like him; he's a good player. He can put in a good cross, but doesn't seem to have a big fan club there. But but the tactics today was just strange. I mean, the substitutions kind of didn't make sense. But if they'd have sort of made them and played the players that came on in the right position, then it would have done. But I think we end up with like Mason as a centre back, and and if any in the central midfield when he's clearly a winger, central midfielder out on the wing. I don't know what was going on there, but I think that probably contributed to us losing this game. To be fair. Not that we were any great anyway. I mean, but it was before the subs were made, really, that we could have been 4-0 down. But it was just a strange one today. We didn't seem up for it. Players seemed to be playing in the wrong position, and it showed. And Chichester City took advantage of it and took the points back down to West Sussex. Can't take that away from them. They deserved it. I mean, they probably thought they would deserve a bigger scoreline, which they probably did, to be fair. But Carshalton just didn't seem up the race. It's a bit like Boxing Day against Dulwich. They seemed to sort of a little bit second best. But so we now got to try and sort of turn around this form now, because we've gone from 11 unbeaten now to losing 2 in a row. I mean, I don't know if we just went into the playoff spot and then got a nosebleed. I don't know, but yeah. But that's it. Well, we've got a few days before the next game, because the games come up thick and fast this time of year. But the next game is not going to be easy. The next game coming up is on New Year's Day, and we are at home to Crave Valley Paper Mills, who of course are made by our ex-manager Steve McKim, and he's already had the upper hand for Crave Valley since he took over there beginning of last season. They knocked us out of both cups, and you know, I think this season they beat us in the league at their place as well. And of course, with history with a certain somebody, I think he probably, you know, just likes it a little bit more, because I think the way he was treated at Carshalton, I think was a disgrace. Just my opinion. That's what I say on these vlogs. That's my opinion. And I thought the way, I mean, I didn't see us being much better than Steve McKim, and if maybe he'd been given a second season, maybe we'd be up in third place like Crave Valley Paper Mills are. I mean, he took over there, started the season there last season, got them promoted, and you know, and they're flying high in third place. So he can't have been that bad a manager. But there you go. I think someone got a bit scared because we were looking to push for a playoff spot and panicked a little bit. But I've got no. I'd like to stay Steve Kim to have stayed a bit longer, but it wasn't to be. So he'll come down on New Year's Day looking to get a good result and a league double over the Robins, and we just got to try and be at our best to prevent that. But it's not going to be easy. They score goals for fun. They've got a few ex-Robins players as well. Arthur Lee and Tom Beer is there as well. Matt Vigo is there as well. They played under him when he was at Carshalton, so he's got a nucleus of a good team there. So that will be tough, very tough, and I'm not that confident we're going to get anything from that one, to be fair. I hope I'm wrong, but the way we've played the past couple of games, if we play like that against Crave Valley on New Year's Day, we'll get annihilated. I really hope we don't. That's just how I feel with it at the moment. But yeah, so that's it from me. I'm going to wrap this up now. So as the next game is on New Year's Day, all that's left for me is to again thank you all for watching, and thanks for subscribing to my channel. And I want to wish you all a very happy 2025. I hope it all goes well for you. And again, thanks for watching, and I will be back with another home vlog, unfortunately, with Crave Valley Paper Mills on New Year's Day. So that's it from me, AJ. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Happy New Year, and arrivederci.